talent show.
Shalom.
Shalom.
And welcome to kids class.
Thank you.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Wow. Just good? Tired. Anything interesting this week?
Tired of playing so much?
Tired of playing so much? Everybody excited for the winter break?
Yes.
School?
Yes.
Time off? Who has major plans? Read lots of Bible. Who has major plans?
Ask her for her plans.
What's y'all major plans?
I'm gonna stay up till 5 again watching a show with my mother.
Until 5 in the morning watching shows? Who else has big plans?
Mawarla.
Marla, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be sitting on that game the whole time.
The whole time?
7 days.
7 days, just they gotta bring you food up. You
He
gotta,
poops in a bag.
oh my God. And Ariane, what plans do you have while you're taking time off?
Going to everybody's house.
Going to everyone's house?
Yes, I'm playing games.
And playing games? What about Parshaya?
Yeah.
Do you have plans? Oh wait. Yeah. Yeah, you do have plans. Tiano? Naomi? What plans do you guys have? No plans? Don't be productive.
Maybe you guys can make plans together.
She's doing a spotlight tonight.
You're doing a spotlight? See, that's plans. That's doing something fun.
She went skating last night.
More plans.
You're not sharing this information.
You're not
I'm
sharing
skating too. We don't have social lives here.
We all stood up on electronics last night where you go skating.
I went skating.
Play on.
I went skating.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, someone.
We should do that.
It was so fun.
We should all plan to go skating. I was actually thinking about
It was very fun. Like
Yes.
it took a lot of work, but
I fell.
ice skating or regular skating.
regular skating.
I just keep.
And then she wanted me to go roller. She wanted me to do roller
Rollerblading?
skating.
Oh no.
Well, she knows how to ice skate, so it's like the same type of blade.
We've been to rollerblading.
You can buy some.
I've been to it for a party at my school.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
inline skating. They usually sometimes have inline skating at the
Oh, yeah, they
roller
do.
rink.
Mhm.
They have
Yeah.
inline skating. So you can do both. Four wheels or two.
I used to land skateboards. Fast.
I'm too scared.
I fell.
I'm gonna fall.
I fell.
I'm gonna be like Aria. All right. Well, does anybody have any questions before we begin class? No, no questions. Anything in your mind? Any testimony? No. Okay. Well, today we're going to be going over the story of the parable of the talents. So we're going to start off with a little activity to get your blood pumping and your brains moving and thinking. So we're going to play kind of like charades, but you can talk. It's like a mix. You're going to show off your talent in this game. So if your talent is you're a talker, then you have to describe what's on this card because that's your talent. You're a chatty person. Or if your talent is to draw, you can draw what the word is to describe it so everyone else can guess it. If your talent is acting, you can act it out. So whatever talent you choose for this activity, you can only stick to that. So if you're going to be a chatter, you can't draw, you can't make signals, you can only describe it. Okay? But you can't say the word if you are choosing chatter. Everybody, I'm going to need volunteers. I have enough cards for everyone if everyone wants to go. So I need a first volunteer. Shrine. Of course. We can all go. I printed enough cards for everyone to do the activity. So just pick one, pick what talent you're going to use, and only do that. Chatting. So, okay, she's going to describe it. So if you know the answer, raise your hand. So you have to describe it without saying that. So use your talent of being able to describe something and talk about it so they can guess what it is. All right? You think about it. Give you 10 seconds.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
All right. Go.
It's where you feel safe most of the time.
It's where you feel safe. Okay.
It's where you...
Sanctuary.
No. Hurry up.
Home.
Home.
Yeah.
A house. Okay, so it's a house. Good job. Okay, next person.
I want to see.
You want to play? Okay,
I
Aria,
saw
come on. Everybody's gonna do it. Aria?
There's enough for all of us.
Alright, so pick a card. So what talent are you gonna use? Are you gonna talk about it? Are you gonna act it out? Or what was the other one?
Draw.
Or draw it. What did you say? You're gonna draw it? Okay, pick a card. And then you're gonna draw it and show it to the class. Pick a card. Don't let them see it. Do you know what that says? Do you know what that says?
Don't say it out loud.
Okay, can you draw that? All right, we're gonna show the audience. We're gonna have to do the first one. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you gotta draw it, and then they gotta guess it. Okay, so come over here.
I got it.
We all saw it.
House. Horse.
You guys saw it?
Yeah, because you went like this when you were.
It's
Oh,
right in
and-
the
and
center.
you can see it. I'm so sorry. I messed up. My bad. My bad. Okay. So we'll do another one. Do you know what that says? Okay. You know how to do it? Okay, we're not going to show the audience. I don't want to give it away. So come over here and draw it. Put your talents. Let's see your talents of drawing. Everybody try to guess it. Come on. We don't have a lot of time. Draw it big so everybody can see it. Okay, so it looks like it has circle thingies. What does it look like?
Circle thingies.
Okay, it is drawing lines in the circle thingies.
Spaghetti.
That
Pie.
doesn't look like spaghetti.
Is it pie?
Raindrops.
Show them what you have. Okay, he's drawing a line on top of it.
Bus.
No.
Car.
Show them what you have so far, Aria.
A car. A car. A
No.
bike. A scooter.
Engine? A table.
A scooter. You know.
Keep drawing. Keep drawing.
Wait, skateboard.
Yes.
Skateboard?
Yes.
Skateboard?
Yay.
Oh,
You
nice.
got it. Good job, Aria.
Good job.
Go on this.
All right. So the next person. Oh, Manuela. Okay. So what talent are you gonna do? You're gonna talk about it. Okay. So you have to describe what it says or what it is. Okay. All right. Go. You can't say the word though. Come on.
I read it a lot.
A book.
Books. The Bible.
So the next person.
Read.
I'm gonna go.
No, you can't. Somebody else. Korashaya. Come on.
Yeah.
You're up.
Woo!
You're the winner. So what are you gonna do? Draw, talk about it, or act it out? You're gonna draw? Okay. She's gonna draw. So here you go. Now pick a card. Pick a card.
I got it.
Okay. Don't let anybody see it.
It was the easiest one.
Okay. All right. So go draw it over there. No, on the other page. Yeah. How do I draw that? Oh well, you gotta draw it. All right.
A cat.
Use your talent.
A house.
A house.
A barn.
Cabin. Barn. Square.
Tent. Roof.
Heaven.
School.
Mouth.
Envelope.
Purse.
Envelope.
What do you?
A bed. Full of
A person. A sheep.
Family. Let's see what you
Oh,
Show
have.
them
pen.
what you have.
write letters?
No, you have to draw.
Is it a
Oh,
basket?
Jesus.
French
French
fries.
fries.
French fries. French fries.
A gum. Basket. A pack of gum.
Week.
Yes.
Yeah, bubble gum.
Bubble gum.
Yeah, she draws a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so the next person. Who's the next
You
person?
should have acted that out.
No, Benaya, come on.
You can do this.
What are you gonna pick?
I believe in you.
What are you gonna pick? You're gonna talk about it? You're gonna describe it? Okay, pick a card. You can't say the word though. Don't let anybody see it. Okay, come on.
Airplane.
A bird.
A dove.
It has a cape.
Bat.
Superman.
It has a
Yes.
Superhero. It is a superhero. All right, who
And Tiano.
Tiano. Are you gonna draw, talk about it, or act it out? Nobody wants to act it out?
I'll draw it.
You're drawing? Okay, pick one.
hard.
All right.
Oh, that's okay.
All right, come on. Time is of the essence.
Cat. I can't see Mo where the.
A car. 2 balls.
What did you say?
Skateboard.
A car.
Eye.
Car?
I already said car.
It is a car.
Everybody
The
already
first
said
thing I
car.
said.
Okay, my bad. Car.
Alright, Tiana.
All right, Tiana, you're the last one.
The bus. Not a car.
I said car.
It's a
I
bus.
said first though. I said a car.
Everybody said car. And she's like,
What are you gonna do? You're gonna talk about it?
sit down over there. It's fine. It's fine. No. Put him down and go sit down.
Okay, you gotta describe it. Oh, you pick talk.
Okay.
It's that talent.
It has.
Isn't it?
It's
Clown.
Isn't it? It has a beak.
Is it a bird?
A bird. That was
Is it
There
a
we go.
dove?
How do I describe it?
A bird. What the heck? A chicken.
So good job, everyone.
Kind of
Everyone
bird.
did really good.
It's the bird.
All right. So again, we're talking about the parable of the talents. Does anybody know what a parable is? No. No. Anybody take a guess? No one? Someone take a guess. Alright, know what's a parable?
Speak up.
Good at something.
No. No, it's not something that you're good at. Anybody else? A parable? Tiano?
It's like
You guys have heard parable, right? When we read about the scriptures, we talk about parables.
I don't know how to explain it.
Come on, get your brain juices flowing. I know you guys know.
Is it a section of something?
No, it's not a section of something.
Can you say it again?
A parable. What is a parable? Today we're learning about the parable of the talents.
Multiple
Features of the talent.
So think about this. When the Most High, when Yahushua was speaking to the people and he would go and teach, he would give them parables. He would tell them parables to help them to understand what he was trying to teach them. He taught through parables.
Clue?
So what do you think parables are?
Something that alludes
Oh.
Kind of.
In sections?
it
I know what it is.
more than one meaning.
It's like telling a story.
That.
It's a story that explains, you know, a lesson, or where they're explaining something to where it's relatable to you. So it's like you do, like if a lot of the one of the examples he did was he talked about seeds, but that was because he was talking to farmers. So farmers could relate to seeds because that's their job. So it would be telling a story, but something that can relate to you. All right.
So when you were little, they used to read to you that story about the turtle and the rabbit, how one of them runs and the other one sits down, and at the end there's like a lesson they teach you. When you watch the little baby shows, there's always a lesson. The lesson is this, the lesson is that. That's a parable. Every parable has a lesson at the end that you have supposed to learn from, and then compare it to actual life. Like, you know, turtles and rabbits don't have races, but we learn something from that story. We compare it, right? So that's what the Most High speaks. He says stories about things, and then we're supposed to compare it to our lives. Supposed to show us a lesson.
Yes. And those who have the Spirit will understand the parable. Like, so this is an at-home reading, you guys. I think I noted it on your notes. Matthew's chapter 13, verses 10 through 13, where it talks about what a parable is and who would understand the parables. So if you're interested about learning that, you know, you can do that at home.
The one that says at home is Matthew 10:37 to 42.
I'm so sorry, I must have wrote the wrong thing. So it's supposed to be Matthew's 13, 10 through 13. So does everyone have their Bibles? We're going to be reading today. I want everybody to read at least 2 verses. So we're going to go down the line. We'll start at the front and then we'll work our way down. We're going to be reading a story. Okay? Does everyone have their Bible?
Yeah.
All right, so go to Matthew chapter 25. So we're going to start off at verse 14. You're there? Okay, good. Good job being ready, looking at the notes ahead. That's good. And then another thing, Christ, I'm going to give it away. He usually was the one who spoke in parables. Here, we're going to start up here. We can start up here and we'll just get to Mawala when he gets there. So start off with 14 and 15. Yeah, read loud. Use a mic.
Matthew chapter 25, verse 14. For the kingdom of heaven is a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants, and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1. To every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey.
All right, so this is talking about talents. You guys know what talents are?
Yes.
Okay, what are talents, Padashaya?
Something you're good at.
Something that you're good at. Good. Benaiah?
Something that you're passionate about.
Yeah, something that you're passionate about. Sometimes it's a natural ability, or sometimes it's something that you acquire. You know, like sisters with garments. Not all of us knew how to make garments, but it's something that we acquired and now we're good at it. So it's a talent, whether it's natural or you can teach yourself something. So here this scripture is talking about, the Most High giving talents to his servants. Well, not the Most High, but, a man gave his servants talents. All right, so the next person is going to read 16 through 18.
Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents.
Mm-hmm.
And likewise he that had received 2, he also gained other 2.
Mm-hmm.
But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth,
Mm-hmm.
and hid his
Uh-huh.
Lord's money.
Uh-huh. So what do you think the scripture is saying? Or what happened in the scripture? Who is listening? In the back? Girls in the back? What did we just read? What just happened? Give me an overview. Anybody? Naomi. What did we just read about? What just happened with talents? What did the master do?
He gave them talents.
He gave 3 different people talents, right? One he gave 5, and he did what? He went and got 5 more talents. And then he gave one 2 talents, and he went and got 2 more talents. And what did the last one do with his talent?
He dug into the earth and hid it away from the Most High.
Right, he hid the money, and he didn't do anything with it. Do you think it was okay for the 3rd servant to just bury his talent, and not put it to use like the master told him?
No.
One, he did what? He disobeyed, right? Because the Most High gave him a commandment, told him, here's this talent, go do something with it, and he did the complete opposite. All right, so let's go to the next verse. So, chapter 20, or verse 20 through 22. Somebody? Read 20 through 21. Matthew 25, verse 20, and she's going to read through 21.
And so he that received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliveredest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, Well done. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into joy of the Lord.
All right, so the first servant went and doubled his talents, right? And the master was pleased. So that's what we read there. So the next 2 verses.
22 and 23.
Yes.
He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord.
Good. Has anyone ever been given a responsibility, whether money or a job or something in your house where you did a good job, or even in school, maybe you did really good, and so they give you more, maybe they give you more responsibilities, or you gain something from it? Benaya?
The responsibility was when you guys went on the retreat and Ariam and Asap came over and Dad wasn't feeling well, and I took care of Dad and them.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? No? Has anybody actually turned money into profit? I know Mawarla, he was selling those light things, and he was actually, trying to sell them, trying to make money.
Played a game and won $20.
You played a game, okay. Anybody else? Nobody else has been given responsibility and did really good with it?
You made me
Right.
sad.
So they entrusted with you, and you got to watch it more. Even though it might seem like, oh, I have to watch my little brothers, and it's an annoying task, but it's really good because your parents can trust you and know that they can let you watch these 2 little boys, and they trust you with their lives are in your hands. So that's a big responsibility, and that's something that you could put on a resume. Like if you're looking for a job, or that you have babysitting skills or can take care of kids.
Well, it's like how my mother said, where but instead I get an allowance. So when I do my chores, you give me an allowance, and then I use my allowance to pay for my car. So it's kind of
Okay. So the next verses is going to be 24 and 25. Naomi, read 24, 25, and 26, please.
Then he which had
Oh, give her the mic, please, or come to the mic.
Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. The Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed.
So I asked you the question, have you ever been given a talent and done something with it? Have you ever been given a responsibility and you didn't do what you were supposed to? Can you give us an example? What happened in your situation where your parents came back and were upset?
Did my chores and I didn't do them.
Okay, so anybody else? No? Want to try it? No, you never did anything? Any responsibility that was given to you? That you failed? No, nothing? Ariane? And you didn't do it? So your parents couldn't trust you anymore to do it, right? Anybody else? Mawarla, you had your hand up? Shariah, were you ever given a responsibility?
Yeah.
And did it come through?
Oh.
You said you lost your phone?
No, I didn't.
No? No, okay.
Well, every responsibility that you gave me that I ever messed up on, I always fixed it right after.
Okay. All right, so let's go to the last couple of verses, Tiano. You're going to read them.
Which verse?
27 through 30.
Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers.
Does anybody know what exchangers are? So the master came back and he was like, you could have at least given it to someone who could have flipped it. Someone else, if you were too lazy and slothful to do it yourself, you could have been like, hey, I have this money, I'm going to invest it in you. Can you go and flip it? He didn't even do that. He was so lazy that he didn't even do that. Keep reading.
And then at my coming I shall have received mine own and served in usury.
All right.
Take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. For unto every one that hath shall be given, and shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall taketh away that which he hath.
Mm-hmm.
And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
All right, so the master was upset with the third servant because he didn't do what he was supposed to. What did he do? With his one talent that he did give, what did the master end up doing? No, what? After he came back and was like, what did you do with my talent? What did he do with that talent he gave him?
Buried it. No, wait.
Oh. What did the master do?
He took it away and gave
He
it
took it away, and who did he give it to?
to the whole 10.
To someone who was profitable and had more, right? So sometimes we're given talents, and if we don't put them to use, then they're useless talents, and that's a shame. So, like for example, maybe not to someone here, but maybe your hands are good at something and you're not using it to serve the Most High or to help others. You could lose your hands and then you're left with no hands. That's an extreme case. We wouldn't want to lose our hands, right? Or our ability to walk. Or maybe like the brother, they're supposed to go out and street speak and they don't want to. They want to be slothful and not use their ability or their talent to be able to go street speak. So maybe they get in an accident and the Most High takes his legs away. Now he can't do it. That's an extreme case, and we don't want to get to that point. It can get to that point if we don't put the talents that the Most High gives us and put them to use. So that was kind of like the lesson of it is whatever talent or responsibility you get, you're supposed to use it, or maybe you don't know your talents yet. Think of ways you can always learn other skills or something that you're good at. So I'm going to ask you a few questions regarding the class. So what are different types of talents that can be used here in the truth? Okay, that's a talent. So people will be able to understand you. Somebody else? What's another talent? Shariah? Sewing, that's a talent because you can make garments for the brothers, the sisters, the kids, so that's helpful. So what if you did know how to sew and you didn't use it? And the sister,
Your arms get cut off.
well, that's an extreme case. It could happen if you were rebellious, and the Most High wanted to punish you. But you might hurt, another sister's feelings if you, tell them, no, I don't want to sew for you, and they have a lot of work. Like, I sew a lot, Shawashana, knows how to sew and she helps me. So that's helping me physically and mentally so I don't get stressed out. So she's using her talent and helps me out. What's another talent? Cooking. So, sisters can cook for the what is it called? The hot plate. And that hot plate yields what? We get to build a school, right? So they're using their talent for that. What's another talent that you guys can think of?
Doing the school.
Right, being able to paint. Okay, what's another talent, Naomi? Huh? Cleaning. Yeah, keeping the school clean or your house. Quadashaya? Help what? Yes, watching the kids. We remember we used to rotate. One sister would watch the kids one weekend. That way they could be in class and learn. So that's a talent. That's helping out. Or if they have to go to work, and, we can watch your kids. That's a talent. Leadership, yes, being able to lead either the brotherhood or the sisterhood. Kazakia and the brothers that teach, they lead the camp, and they make they suggest that brothers go out and street speak to get the word out. So that's a talent. Benaiah? I'm sorry? Being faithful, that's a good one. If the Most High instructs you to do something, or a parent in your case, you can be faithful, or as you guys get older. What's up?
Having a lot of wisdom.
That's good too. Being studious, Tiana. Obedient, okay. And okay, so does anybody have a talent now that they can use towards the truth or towards in the camp? Shreya?
Really good listener.
You're a good listener. And I know that you watch your brother, so that helps, your family, right? So that's a good talent, because maybe there are some kids that don't know how to watch their siblings. So that's a good talent, right? What's a talent that you would want to have as you get older that you could use to help the camp or the truth? I'll let you think about it, and I'm going to go to someone else who has a talent. Arya, what's your talent? Arts and crafts. That's good. Quadashaya, what's a talent that you have now that you can use towards the truth, or even towards kids class, towards the sisterhood? You don't have no talents? What about as like a spiritual talent, or something that can be used in the school for the camp? So maybe you don't have yours developed yet, so that's something that you have to work on, right? Since you're getting older. Naomi in the back, what's your talent? Right, but that can help the truth now, or the camp now. Do you want to make us a mural? You could make us a mural or paint. Maybe we need some more the Ten Commandments and the Our Father prayer. You can put your talents to that if you do want to use that. No? What other talents? You also watch your brother, right? So that's a help. That's a talent. Tiano?
I can sew.
Yeah, you can sew. That's good. And you watch your brothers, and you can cook. Benaiah? You don't have a talent? You're a good reader, right?
Smart.
You're smart, and people, you're setting a good example on how to be a good kid, right? Because you could be the opposite of that. You could be a bad kid, not talk, just talk to me disrespectfully. So you'd be setting a bad example. So by setting a good example, hopefully, the younger boys are looking at that. Mawarla? What talent do you have that can be beneficial? No talents? Somebody help them out? Are you helpful at the house? Do you When something is asked of you, do you do it right away, or do you sit there and argue and question? No? Nothing? So you're going to have to develop a talent, right? Because that's what we're here for, is the Most High. We may not know, because you're still young and you're still, figuring out, or you can learn something. What's something that you guys would like to know or have a talent? Benaya? That can be helpful for the truth as you're growing up. Think more long term. To be like dad. To be able to be studious, right? So you can teach the scriptures. Girls, Shariah, did you think of a talent that you want to have? No talents? Naomi? You want to learn how to sew, right? So you can help your mom to make garments? That's a good talent. What, Ashaya? What's something that you want to learn? And we don't all have to have the same talent, right? And we're a body, so, the hand and the leg don't do the same thing, but they're still are very helpful, and they do different jobs that help the body. So what's a talent that you want to gain to be able to help the body? Or even your household? Cooking, that would help your mom, both of your moms, right? Because they are work, and if you're, especially in the summertime when you're off, you can prep a quick meal to feed at least your brothers and sisters, right? So that's a good one. Malwala, what's a talent that you want to gain? What's a talent? No? Have you ever thought of it? Have you all thought of this before? Like, what do I want to be able to do? As you guys see your parents, your mom, other sisters, showing off their talents or putting their talents to use. Has any brother or sister ever inspired you? Benaya? Dad, so he inspires you? What about you, Mawarla? No one has ever inspired you, your dad, to teach?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Any other girls? Has anybody else inspired you to be like, oh, I want to acquire that talent? No? Not even your mom, or no? You say you're just like your mom?
Cooking.
You want to acquire a skill of cooking?
Yeah.
That's a good skill to have. I didn't know how to cook when I came in. I was 16. I wish I would have knew how to cook. That way I could have helped more. So it took me some time, and then I was able to help. That's a good talent. Allison, what's a talent that you would like to acquire?
I guess be like a little more innovative. So like create something like how the Sister Shalimaya creates bath bombs and stuff like that. So just I guess more with my hands in that way.
Right. So and it could be beneficial. We could sell it, make money for the school. Yeah, that's a really good one. Nobody has ever thought of that? Opening up a business to help your household, the camp.
We should get a lot of money.
You said you want to get a lot of money. Well, you have to work, right? The first servant, he didn't just go and bury his talent. He had to go work. It takes work, right?
Becoming an artist.
Yes, you become an artist.
We should get a lot of money.
You can make a Bible with, depicted pictures of how we really look in the scriptures, and sell it and make profit for the school in your house, right? All right. Does anybody have any questions? We're going to do one more activity regarding the topic. Any thoughts? Anything? No? Okay, so I'm going to need 2 volunteers. Okay. Quadashaya and Benaya.
Wait, do we eat this? No, you guys, well, kind of. a talent that's different from yours, you know, you don't have to feel bad because it's a good thing. You know, it's diverse. You know, our body, the Most High always compares the body or his people to an actual body, right? The fingers don't do the same thing that the tongue does. You know, our head doesn't do the same thing our feet does. They're all valuable and they all produce something. And if it's not useful, then it's detrimental to the body, right? So we all want to be useful, right? Not all, maybe not all in the same way, but differently, right? So as you guys get older, you know, you want to start thinking about that. If you are going to continue your path in the truth, you know, start to develop your talents and how I can be beneficial to the body, to your family. You know, you don't just want to be a burden like the third servant, right? At least think of something, right? All right, so we're going to do 2 activities. And I want you guys, everybody come over here. I want you to observe. What happened? You can go ahead and pour the cereal in there. Oh yeah, let's say shalom to the class.